Hi, and welcome back on the English is a Beauty YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 useful idioms for your everyday conversations with colleagues, with friends. So, let's go. The first idiom is, I cannot make head or tail of it. Meaning, I don't understand a word of it. For example, you're reading a letter sent to you by your colleague and you cannot understand what's happening, what's going on in this letter. And you tell the colleague, him or her, I received your letter, but I cannot make head or tail of it. I don't understand a word. The second idiom would be to hit the roof. If you hit the roof, you get extremely angry. For example, my father will hit the roof once he learns that I took his car. Third idiom, to be at loggerheads with somebody, meaning to be in a conflict with someone, to disagree with someone, which means you're having a conflict with that person. For example, at my work, I'm still at loggerheads with John. Okay. The fourth idiom would be to call it a day. What do you do if you call it a day? Well, basically you stop working. Let's imagine this. It's 6 o'clock in the evening and everyone is leaving from work, and you can say to a colleague of yours, like, okay, that's it, let's call it a day. So let's stop working, let's go home, let's call it a day. And the last idiom is to ring a bell. Exactly, to ring a bell. What happens if something rings a bell? Well, something sounds really familiar. For example, have you ever read Murder on the Orient Express? And you can say, well, that rings a bell. I guess somewhere I have heard about that book. That rings a bell. Or do you know who, let's say, Max Planck was? A famous physicist from Germany. So do you know who Max Planck was? Well, that name rings a bell. That name sounds familiar. So these were 5 idioms that you could use in your colloquial conversations, and I hope they will enrich your vocabulary. That's it for today. I would be happy for your comments, for your subscriptions as well, and yeah, remember, English is a beauty.